From Goan for Goa President, and we have taken up the issue to help the people who are affected by the revocation of their passports. Today we had an appointment with the NRI Commissioner, Sarvaikar, and we met him. We also given a representation to the CM's office. Unfortunately, he was not there. His office said that they will discuss with the NRI Commissioner and will decide on this issue. The NRI Commissioner Sarvaikar has been very supportive and has taken and is seized of the matter. And he has ashwasan dila that he will try to bring relief to the people who are affected by the revocation of passports, and he'll try to see that they can apply for their OCI status in the days to come. So we are thankful to the government. We are also thankful to for Tanavade for bringing the issue up in the parliament. And they are working on the issue. I will also try to tell you what our main, this memorandum actually explains all. I have given a copy to you all. Our main mudda kidenga, okay, you all have revoked the passports. Revoked the passports, that we will not go into that right. Okay, you revoked the fine. But the main question is, why are you not allowing or denying OCI to the people whose passports are revoked? This is the main thing. See, the revocation of passport is one side, and the OCI laws are different. Okay. Now you just because we have violated some clause, maybe in the passport thing, you just can't punish a person with a revocation of by denying the OCI. The OCI is the right of every Indian that is born there. It was brought in 2002 by Atal Vajpayee in place of dual citizenship. So it's basically meant for foreigners who have an origin in India. And here for passport revoked. Origin, border, families, so on what basis are you refusing that? You are giving dual citizenship for people, for foreigners who are citizens of other countries. They are even holding dual citizenships. And then if their father was born or they have father or grandfather had an origin in India, he is getting an OCI. So why are genuine Goans who went to surrender their passports as per the law are punished by not denying? Then kind of problem na to surrender ke liye, revocation ke liye, no problem, provided they get an OCI or a surrender letter so they can apply for OCI. So this is what the government has said, that they are working and try to bring relief in this. After the revocation is over. The revocation, how it was brought, it came because of the circular from the Kerala High Court. It said you should not put a penalty, because prior to the circular of 30th November 2022, the passport office was issuing a surrender certificate by issuing a penalty. But after the circular, they started revoking the passport. So this is not fair. This is where the arbitrary things happened, because one group before 30th of this circular was rewarded and the other group was punished, and they did this without even putting this circular in the public domain. They should have told that they should have given a amnesty period. So we are changing the law. Please, in the next 2 or 3 months, surrender or do whatever you have to do with your passport. We are giving you a certain time. But this, the passport office did not do. And this has put a lot of people into inconvenience. We are not talking about 70 people. We are talking around, the figure has got to more than 400. And this issue is not only about them now. This issue is about all Goans who have got their assento. Portugal government that the minute you register your birth assent, you become a citizen of Portugal. So by the law now, how does the Indian government look at this? Why I am telling this? Because all Goans must be aware of these implications of this new thing. This problem is about this 70-80 people. No, this will affect around 5 to 6 lakhs people. who have got their assent registered. The assent घेऊ ना हा. तुम्ही आपल्या भुरग्याक लावून करू, कित्याक लावून करू. Assent घेना, but they are by law today they are citizens of Portugal. So what are the implications? Implications are tomorrow your election card can be terminated if they get a list from Portugal. All of them can become because they are foreigners actually living in India. Their ration cards can be cancelled. People who are working in thousands, lakhs of people who are working in government jobs, they have to be terminated. All these issues will come to the fore because the Indian government can't ignore this anymore. You understand? Unless the Indian government changes the law. So आम्ही मागता बँकांकडे don't treat this as an issue only of these few people. This issue belongs to all Goans to rise up on this issue, to move the government, to move all the forces, so that we can get justice not only for these people but for other Goans who will be affected by this. Thank you very much. Joseph?
I'm Joseph Sequeira, and I'm here to voice for all Goans who are affected by this. And we are hopeful and we are very positive that the government, with the government's interaction that we had for all these days, and today by meeting the NRI Commissioner, Mr. Narendra Savekar, he has given us a very positive feedback and said we would definitely look into it, and he has already been working together with Mr. Tanaude, who is the MP of Goa for the Parliament in Delhi. So we feel that things are going on in a very positive way for the Goans who are affected by this issue, and the solution is going to come in. And I only request, as Mr. Kennedy has said, the Goans who are affected by this should be aware of the rules that are going to change, because ignorance of rules doesn't give you any amnesty or give you any relief. So we have to be very vigilant, and we have to be very cautious when we are making any move. We have to go by the rule and we have to abide by the rule. That is what I have to say. Thank you.
If you want some individual stories, personal.
Anybody is there with passport or passport?
Yeah.
What was the reason given?
There was no reason given to me, and I was not informed also that my passport is revoked.
So after you was revoked, then you apply for visa?
Yes.
They give you?
They gave me after
8 months.
after 8 months.
So 8 months you have to wait?
Yeah.
Why?
There was no reason.
No reason.
No reason. Yes.
And in those 8 months, she was stateless, in the sense didn't know what to do, completely stressful and very, very.
I went into a depression.
When was it?
In February.
Yeah, in February.
And then you have to wait for 8 months.
Not knowing like what I would be looking for.
Finally, the visa is come, but it's valid for 1 year, so till February it's valid.
Then you have to again apply.
Now we are
We have
hoping
due to apply in January.
No, when you have to go for surrender, they have to put a cancellation. They issue a certificate and then you have to go and apply.
No certificate was issued to me.
revocation was certificate was given, no surrender certificate.
No surrender certificate.
Revocation. But it is more or less similar.
No. Revocation does not give you the right to apply for OCI. That's what they say.
Right?
Surrender, let it go to OCI.
To apply for OCI. So whenever you go for, when you had OCI, you could apply any time for it.
Yes.
And now you have to stay there.
No, now there is no surrender certificate given. Because the passport is revoked, they say we cannot issue a surrender certificate.
Those cases are rejected.
The cases are rejected. Yeah, the whole issue is about not granting OCI only. Otherwise, if the OCI is given, the whole problem becomes resolved. Just for an example, I'll give you. Actually, all over because it is how it is. Now, these people are being punished for the simple reason of revocation. Okay. Now, I think there's a minister in the government whose issue has just come up. He is also having the assent. So if their passport is revoked for the same reason as becoming a citizen, then how come he is still holding office here on the same reason?
but as you produce that,
That actually many people produced that assent, no? Nikki Pacheco and others.
they are not given to anybody.
I think in the press conference he was showing that thing. I think he was given. That can be proved because there was a press reporter. He was taken by a press. So I should find out.
So Kennedy, what will you all do if the government doesn't help you all in this?
See, we are very positive that the government will help. There's
No,
no
but
question.
in case it doesn't.
There's no in case. I feel with the vibes that
we are very sure
with the
that
sure
they
that the way that the Narendra Sarvaikar has spoken to us now, we are feeling confident that they are trying to bring a solution to this problem, or at least give immediate relief to those people who are affected.
How soon? Yes.
How soon? You might see this is a very intricate,
technical
intricate matter because
We patiently waited for this long, so we might as well wait.
because it involves a lot of ministries, MEA, external affairs. So there are very intricate laws, and they have to get around it.
And
But-
Goa is a very unique case
So a solution will come.
compared to other parts of India.
Kennedy
Goa is a
बाब
very unique case.
एके साइडच्यान तुम्ही हो इश्यू
But
काडटा
as you said, if the solution does not happen, then the last alternative will be to go to the courts. There's no other.
कॅनेडी बाब एके साइडच्यान तुम्ही हो इश्यू लोकांच्या फुड्यान नदरे काडटा few days back there was former minister Nikki had brought up another issue as far as Portuguese. So how do you rate this? Because once you all are trying to fight for the Goans who are really affected with this, एके साइडच्यान गोंयच्याच
This is
issue
what I just now said. Because law cannot be separate for these people, and law cannot be separate for a minister. If their passport is revoked for holding an assent just for registering their birth, then if the minister's birth also is registered, then automatically he has to be disqualified or has to be done something about it. He cannot be holding a public office. That basically is a Portuguese citizen. So, but like him, he did not obtain the BI or the passport. He's just having the assent. Just like that, there are lakhs of people in Goa who are holding the assent. So that means they are actually
Holding
Portugal
the assent by default.
by default. So now the government must find a solution to this. What shall you do? Okay, आता पहिला किती बोलताले आम्ही Portuguese passport मिळवली म्हणून surrender करताले. If this is the case now, if assent is the date of becoming a citizenship, then the government may have to, Indian government may have to tell, okay, on getting the assent, you ask for a OCI, surrender your passport and ask for a OCI. That is the step that they might have to take to protect these people. Otherwise, things will be in a mess. Clear-cut guidelines has to be given by the government, by the MEA, or by a government by sitting together with the MEA, our government, and they must find a solution to this.
कितना वेळात हे
आता रिव्होकेशनाचो इफेक्ट कोणाची पासपोर्ट पळय रिन्यू करतात ताका रिन्यू करची पडटली वा तेंच्यान लॅक्स करची पडटली सो ते आतां ऑलरेडी फिगर 500 पावलो सो ओवर इफ दे स्टे लॉंगर लायक दीस विदाउट एनी लॉ अरावंड तुका सांगला ते प्रमाणे आसेंताचे दर आसत 5 लाख तरी लोक एफेक्ट जातात
आणि खूप जाणांनी
म्हणजे कितें जातलें गोंयची डेमोग्राफी चेंज जातली गोंयची डेमोग्राफी म्हणजे कळ्ळें तुका इवन वोटींग पॅटर्न वील चेंज even the voting pattern will change. They'll have to register there.
No, the moment you surrender there, you have to surrender your epic card, everything.
Yes.
I'm not talking about a surrender now. I'm talking about the person who is only holding the assent. He is not gone there to surrender because he does not have a Portuguese passport. He has registered his birth and he is keeping quiet. So that person also will be affected.
Yes. You are holding assent, that means you are a Portuguese.
Yes.
So
That
how
is-
can you vote?
Since this is what been there for the last 10 years, I think.
10 years.
Yeah.
Why was it not applicable to send when all the applications also?
Yeah, the court had, see, at a certain point in time, they were holding that the cartão is the, BI is the,
Initially it was Portuguese passport that was the
passport. They were saying that Portuguese passport was the nationality. Then they came down to cartão. So that during Tatu's time, I think that the cartão they were accepting as the acquiring Portuguese certificate. Because there are two court orders which say that date of assent is not, that's why Tatu was the decision in favor of right. So, but now the Portuguese government from Dublin has sent a circular to the Indian embassy saying that as far as we are concerned, a person who is got his assent, we are considering another citizen of Portugal. So that time all this thing has happened. Thank you very much for your patience, guys.